Hello, it's Daya with the 6 of 7, and I am here to show you how to get a great logo on the cheap super quickly. Before I start this, I want to preface it by saying that a lot of companies pay thousands of dollars for a logo, and I mean thousands of dollars for branding. It's a great part of their branding strategy. I'm not going to show you how to create a $1,000 logo because you probably don't need one, especially when you're starting off. It's not really necessary. As a lot of companies grow and they have money to invest in their branding strategy, and you can get there and you will get there actually. Google companies like Amazon, Pepsi, Coke, and just see how their branding has evolved over the years in response to customers, in response to research. You're not there yet. A budget logo is totally okay. Everyone starts somewhere and it'll still look nice, I promise you. What is a logo? I'm gonna read this verbatim. A logo is a symbol or other design that is adopted by an organization to identify their products or services. This logo is usually used to distinguish that product or service from others that are in the market. This is where I start with an important question. Do you need to distinguish yourself? Do you even need a logo? Here's how you decide if you need a logo. You don't need a logo if you don't plan on doing any advertising. Why wouldn't you plan to do any advertisement? Well, if you don't want any new customers, if you aren't looking for new customers. For example, if you have a 9-to-5 and you babysit in the evening, you have your people that you babysit for, just keep it at that, or you do taxes during the tax season during a certain amount. You do all your family's taxes during tax season and that's all you can handle. You don't need a logo, you're not looking for new customers, and you're not advertising. Branding and logos are really important for people who want to distinguish themselves in the marketplace, who want to advertise, who want more customers, who want to really relay that they are a professional company, that they are an established company. That's more of who a logo is for. For example, okay, this is cola, right? Cola. We can all agree. So cola is just cola. Without a brand, it's just cola. But it could be Coca-Cola, it could be Pepsi, it could be Shasta Cola, it could be that Sam's Club Cola. You see what happens when you use branding? It triggers something in your mind, whether it's trust, whether it's I like that, I identify with that, memories, experiences. You want to be able to create this for your clients. You don't want them to just see cola, you want them to see Coca-Cola. You don't want them to just see someone that sells jewelry, you want them to see your brand of jewelry. There should be a strategy or branding all across your company that helps people identify with you and choose you, stick with you, recommend you, and come back for more. That is what a logo is for. So if you are with me right now, you think that you need a logo. So I'm gonna show you 3 websites that I use to get an affordable, not cheap, an affordable logo for your company in a reasonable amount of time. The first website that I use is something called Fiverr. Fiverr has 2 R's. So Fiverr is a website with freelancers. A lot of the freelancers are not United States based. Some of them are, but a lot of them are not. At least all the ones that I've used have not been based in the United States. And they do gigs for you in $5 increments. So technically, you could get a logo for $5. Probably wouldn't be a good logo though, I will be honest with you. There are different factors that go into the price, so it goes up in $5 increments. So for example, if you want to revise the logo that they give you, they might charge another $5, so it'll be $10. If you want the original file, like the Photoshop file, so that you can edit in the future, they might charge another $10. If you want it done within a week, they might charge another $10. So you see how the price can go up? Make sure you check to see the portfolio of the freelancer that you're using. Make sure that they're professional, that they know what they're doing. So you can either search for a freelancer that already has their prices, or you can create a job and have people bid on it. So that's an option, Fiverr, probably the most low-cost one that you'll find. The next one is Upwork. So Upwork is a spin-off of a company that I used to love. It's called Elance. Elance merged with Odesk, and both of these sites are sites for freelancers of every kind to provide services to small businesses. They both merged together and they created Upwork. So if I needed a virtual assistant, if I needed someone to copy and paste 10,000 things for me, if I needed someone at home to do their customer service, it's like different things like that. You can find a freelancer or anyone that wants to do anything on Upwork. So the way that Upwork works is very similar to Fiverr, but it's just not in that $5 increment sort of setup. You can either create a job and people will bid on it, or you can look for freelancers that are offering logo design. And what I find from Upwork is that the workers are more professional. They are usually like real designers based in the United States or based around the world that have a lot of experience that may have worked in a professional setting. So I find much higher quality people on Upwork. And that may be something that you opt for. You probably might be at a higher price point than Fiverr, but not by so much. You should be fine. The third one is for those who may have a little bit more money to spend. It is called 99 Designs, and 99 Designs usually runs about $99 or more, or a little bit more. So it's about $99. So what you do with 99 Designs, it's just like a great idea. You just get really good options. So what you do is you fill out a form, you say what you want, what you're looking for in a logo, and then 99 Designs puts it out. So there are like 20, 40, 50, 100 designers. It's sort of like a contest, and they will design based off of your criteria and submit it to the contest. So you will log in, open up a page of like 15, 20, 50 different designs based off your criteria. You can choose to give feedback to certain designers so that they can come make changes before you actually choose which design that you want. And after I think it's like 7 days, that's when you have to choose the design that you want, and then you pay that designer the $99 or whatever the fee is. So that's a really good option. It's a little bit more expensive, but you get quality and you get a lot more choices. A lot of the other ones like Upwork or Fiverr, they might only give you 3 revisions, and at that price point, a lot of times they are not English based, so you may have trouble communicating your needs, and 3 revisions may not be enough. That's why I included 99 Designs. So that's my little spiel on how you can get your logo done. Wait 1 second. You could actually get your logo done for free. You wanna know how? I'm gonna tell you. You can get your logo done for free 99. Free 99? Free 99. All you have to do to get your logo done for free is do it yourself. You can do it. You can do it. What do I mean by do it yourself? So there are logos that are just type font. So there are a lot of ways that you can create your logo yourself just by writing the name and changing the font. I wrote an article. I'll put the link in the description box, so you can check that for some tips if you actually wanted to do your logo for free. So that's another option. But if you're gonna go with the Fiverr, with the Upwork, with the 99 Designs route, I actually created a guide that will help you choose your color, choose a type of logo, sort of walk you through how to communicate with the freelancers to make sure that things aren't dragged along, what you should expect, what you need to speak up about, or some issues that you may expect. So you can download that for free. I put the link down there. It's a little easier to explain it in words as opposed to in video. So that's why I wrote the guide. So check that out, download it. Can't wait to hear how everything went. Let me know if you have any questions. Ask me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I'm always ready to help. Bye.